right, welcome back to another CBSI First Appearance Spotlight. With me, as always, is Ben C. And we've got a couple more books that we want to share from the master list that's over on comicbookinvest.com. So feel free to go check out the full list anytime you want right there over on the site, as it's full of hundreds of characters and where their firsts are. Definitely a treasure trove of information. But hopefully you like what we're doing in sharing a couple of these books and talking about them for a few minutes. And if you do, make sure you like, you subscribe to the channel, tell a friend so we can get the subscriber count up a little bit higher. We're already on the downslope towards 900, which will give away more books. And yeah, so, and again, hit the alert button too so you don't miss any of the content as we're dropping stuff more than once a day now, basically. And yeah, we'll go right back with the books in a second. All right, so let's see what books we've got this week for you guys. I believe our first book is this Jedi Mace Windu one-shot, which has a couple of really cool first appearances in it. Plus, you know, pretty awesome, you know, Sam Jackson cover to boot, you know? Can't go wrong there. But the big draw, I think, for this one's got to be Ventress. I mean, people love Asajj Ventress. She's a fantastic character. She's great in Clone Wars, and yeah, just can't get enough of seeing her, and would love to see live action, you know, get the live action treatment in some form. Just awesome character, cool look, double sabers, interesting fighting style. Definitely something that I would be into watching if we got something. And then I think there's another one in here too, isn't there, Ben? This Cyan Jessel. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Something like that. Cyan Jessel.
Jedi we don't know about.
Yeah, from what I remember reading through this is that she's a Jedi, and I think she ultimately ends up sacrificing herself during like Order 66 to like save another Jedi and some kids or some younglings or something. She kind of I think she ignites a thermal detonator or something to take out the clone troopers. Now spoilers. Sorry if I spoiled her ending, but it wasn't in this book. But this was her first appearance, so we're probably not going to get much of her, but still interesting, fuzzy-eared Jedi. But really, Ventress is the draw for this one, I think.
Ventress is absolutely the draw. Ventress is interesting, too, because she was trained by Dooku, right? So he was her master, but he was also, Maul and Savage, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's that weird Sith rule of two.
Yeah, because she wasn't really a Sith, right? She was just an assassin trained in the dark side, but she's a character far bigger than larger than life character, man. Everyone's a huge fan. I know we've seen her on Clone Wars, like you said. I would love to see live action.
Yeah, something would definitely be cool to adapt her in. But I know the time frame is limited, considering. Well, I mean, you guys got to go listen to or read Dark Disciple, which I still need to do too, but I kind of know how things will end up. But that being said, she's still a great character, and that is still an interesting book for her first. And who knows? Maybe we will see it.
Acolytes. Let's get a Sith show. She could show up in Obi-Wan or Darth Maul.
In theory, in flashback of some kind.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. Who knows?
I know. I have high hopes.
Who knows? I do too, because again, she's such a great character, and I still think the lady they hired to play the Imperial Trooper that we saw like the shots for the Obi-Wan show, you shave her head, she would have been a perfect Ventress to me. Like she would have been awesome. But moving on.
Book 2.
We got book 2. We got this KOTOR 25, which has a few interesting firsts in it too.
This book's a monster. This is part of the Vector run. It's like 3 or 4 issues through Legacy, I believe Dark Times or regular Star Wars, maybe both. I think it's like 2008. It was hailed by Dark Horse and Lucasfilm Star Wars as the perfect jumping in point for anyone looking to get into Star Wars comics, because it brought you in with Vader and Skywalker, and then Legacy's Cade Skywalker, and then Zane Carrick from KOTOR. The story's pretty fun. It's Karness Muur, an old Sith Lord. He is one of the original Dark Jedi that was on. Didn't they get like exiled to Dathomir or something?
Oh yes, I think so. Yes.
Right. So like he's one of those super old ones that ruled, the original Sith, like the race or whatever.
Yeah.
Alongside of all the badass Jedi that have their first appearances in Golden Age of the Sith and all that stuff. He's introduced afterwards. He harnessed the magic of the Sith into a talisman that turns people into rat ghouls and makes an army. Like, yeah, I know, I'm like half spoiling it, but it crosses all those timelines. Those two characters are wildly important. Knowing how much stock Lucasfilm and Dark Horse put into this story and these characters makes me pay attention so much more to this. No. And again, this is a KOTOR. This is 5,000 years before. You got Vader right there on the cover.
Yeah,
that's a badass crossover.
Yeah, that I didn't even think about it when you mentioned it. It's like, there's Vader's on the cover of KOTOR. I'm like, oh yeah, what is he doing on the cover of KOTOR?
Being badass.
And then she was the good guy, right? The protagonist of the series, Celeste Morn. Definitely cool look too. She has a like awesome ponytail thing going. She's got her lightsaber out.
And she's badass Jedi. She was part of the Shadow Jedi thing, like the you don't exist, but we're gonna go have you do badass stuff. So just fun characters, man. Sorry, I'm nerding out a little hard here. I really like that arc.
Yeah, that is absolutely fine because you know it a lot better than I do. But definitely a cool book, and one that has a few firsts that you should know about. Now you do know about them.
And if they want even more, Peter, we can send them over to comicbookinvest.com for that full list, plus a myriad of other Star Wars resources. Comicbookinvest.com, we are your one stop for Star Wars comics. That's it.
Yeah.
Before you guys get out of here, hit that like button. Don't forget to sub the channel. Ring that notification bell and leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought. Who do you want to see next week? Who do you want to see in the future? Who should we delve a little deeper into? What comics should we delve deeper into? And until next time, we appreciate you guys.